Hello and welcome to AfterWyrd, your home of all the introverted self-entertainment you will ever need. My name's Andy.
And I'm Craig.
And yeah, welcome to the AfterWyrd. We have some weird news for you. We've got some stuff to talk about. In fact, I have something to talk about.
You've
Depends.
always got something to talk
I
about.
do, I do. I recently hosted, well, it was actually just before we told it off to Cornwall and got married. I had the Stones.
But the thing you're about to talk about was after, wasn't it?
No, no, no. This was before. This is. Oh no, no. It was after. Oh my God,
The
I've been
D&D
so many
thing.
play. Yep, the D&D
Yeah.
thing. I play a lot of D&D.
Yeah,
So
this was after.
after I'd recovered, um,
Sounds
after
like
I'd
you still
weaned.
need to recover. You should go on holiday.
I am. I'd weaned myself off the reliance on pasties and cream teas. But yes, we hosted at work at the ATC. We hosted a D&D. It's a local D&D group that really got big. It started off as a little sort of cafe bar called Obsidian, which is closed now in Boscombe, and it's sort of spread out. And now they've got groups everywhere, but it's still called Obsidian Gaming. And they hosted a series of one-shot campaigns. So you had about four or five groups all dotted around the Great Big Earth House with a little table set up. And the brief was to do sort of Norse folklore themed one-shot campaigns. And anyone that doesn't play D&D, a one-shot campaign is something you can cover in sort of one day, just one big session. And some of them finished them, some didn't. One poor group, the guy running it was like, "No, we are staying awake until we finish it." And I think they got done about 3 in the morning. They had like a crowd
Uh,
around them, like just kind of egging them on. But afterwards, sort of
I'd be
passed
like,
around.
and I fall on my sword.
Yeah, that's it. Just everyone kills himself at once. But so sort of afterwards, I was chatting to a few of them outside, and D&D. There's a lot of crossover with the weird. And we got chatting, and one of the DMs I won't name just in case they don't want to be on or don't want to talk about it, though I'm going to try and get them on, is currently towards the end of a project that they're working on, which is an entire sort of D and well, it fits into the D&D system, but they want to sort of make it for other tabletop systems. And it is a big old module, big old campaign based on Dorset folklore, and they've done a lot of research on it, big stack of books, museum visits, the lot. And yeah, so this whole thing is going to be about sort of folklore in Dorset, from sort of stone circles to hill forts to smuggler lore and stuff like that. Tying in things like Maiden Castle. I won't give anything away, but I know a lot of it ties into smugglers and corpse lights and things like that, and fey folklore around Dorset. And we got chatting, and it's actually something they've got in the Witchcraft Museum at Boscastle. It's the 3B charm. Have
Yeah.
you heard of that one?
You might have to remind me.
So it's a local bit of folklore, apparently. It's sort of, well, it's through the southwest, and I love it. And apparently, this DM's like working on loads of these little bits to like weave into the story. So it is 3Bs. What you do, you got and this was written down by Cecil Williamson, the sort of the chap who was initially who set up the Folklore Museum and Witchcraft Museum. Sorry. So this is a drawstring pouch, apparently a black or a blue pouch. It's got to be, and you've got to take three dead bees. So, and Cecil wrote three dear old bumblebees. Um, you carefully put them in a blue leather pouch, and you hang it out of the way in the best room in the house, and they will bring health, happiness, and sweet good fortune to whatever sun-blessed spot they're in. And that is a genuine bit of local folklore. I think that example was from
Yeah.
Devon, but it was from Dorset as well. And yeah, just loads of stuff like that. And I just thought that was really cool. It's given me a lot of ideas for my D&D campaigns that I'm running. And maybe
You've
the D&D campaign that we talked about doing for the show.
Yes. I was gonna say, did you ever watch Black Books?
Yes, a long time ago, but yeah.
You just talking about the bees reminded me of Bill Bailey's bit when he's camping in the bookshop.
Oh, you're
And
gonna have to remind me of that.
he's made like a little tiny spit for the bumblebee.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
And there's like at the end, he's like, Bernard, I ate your bees.
yeah. Um, But yeah, no, I mean, it's sort of like it's kind of up. So I've mentioned it before, but if anyone wasn't aware, we've been toying with the idea of running a D&D game, either for listeners that want to come on and play, or maybe a few past guests if they want to. I know Jason Buck is a colossal nerd and and does love a bit of D&D, but I'm genuinely intimidated by him as a storyteller, so I don't know if I'd want to run the game for him.
I thought you meant just generally.
Just
He,
generally, I mean, you've seen some of the prosthetic like weird masks he wears and stuff, you know. But very
he
scary man.
he was messaging me earlier about his 3 foot marrow. So if you want to feel intimidated,
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you got to boast about the size of your marrow, though, you know, I'm
well,
just
I did
saying.
tell him it's what you do with it.
Exactly. Mash it, chop it up, stick it in a
But
stew. I don't know, but yeah,
yeah,
it's I still see him as a grown-up storyteller, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. At the same time, I would love to, and I feel like we bonded over being, we're both veterans of being whammed together in that Christmas episode. Cheers, Craig. So, I think,
Christmas is coming.
yeah, I know. Um,
It's going to be hard to get you a second time, though.
it is, yeah,
Find
but
another way. But
there'll
yeah,
be a
so
way.
this D&D game, do you think when it comes out you'll endorse it?
Hey, yes, probably, but no, they did. Well, it was a very, very sensible answer. I was like, oh, would you, I told them about the podcast, and sort of said, would you be up for coming on and chatting about it once you've done it? And they said sensibly, I'll give it a listen first.
And you
Which I was
said,
like,
you mean you don't already?
yeah, exactly. I was like, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that, but also do lots. Tell all your friends.
Do you always
But
like when you tell people about the podcast, you apologize? Look, Craig's all right. When you get used to him,
yeah, that's it. He takes some getting used to,
you're
But
warm to him.
yeah, yeah, that's it. But yeah, it got me thinking. And maybe play that, or as I said, I've got sort of uh, that sort of folklore-y Romance of the Perilous Land system that I've been using. That's got lots of cool little tidbits of British folklore in that I was leaning towards. But then it got me thinking. Maybe one day I'll write a whole Wyrd Wessex tabletop RPG. Where you play a group of plucky podcasters that have to go and navigate the world of Wyrd. Who knows? We can chuck Bigfoot in, we can chuck secret agents that aren't allowed to talk to us, we can chuck all sorts of things in.
Yeah, bit of Men in Black in there.
That's it, absolutely. The Mothman, the
I
Owlman,
was going to say it's got to be Owlman, surely
gotta be Owlman.
for local
Um,
stuff.
that's it. This is true. This is
Although
true.
Mothman has had global sightings, so possible.
The final baddie is going to be the Honey Monster.
From Sugar Puffs,
Yeah, that's it. Well, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. But
or the one that was
the
based on.
origin, yeah, the one that it was based on. Terrifying bee-skep-headed thing.
Scary.
So yeah, that's my little bit of D&D news there.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm slowly putting together sort of a game that I'd be up for running with you and whoever else we got in for it. Again, whether that was any of the listeners that want to come and play D&D with us, um, or yeah, as I said, I can think of a few past guests that'd probably be up for it as well.
Let's get right in.
That's it. That's it. Trouble is, I can't base it fully on Wyrd Wessex stuff because you will know everything because you write most of the episodes. So you're like, let me check this. That's the idea. We
Yes.
make this game and you have to go back and listen to our episodes to like work out how to beat it. There you go, man. I've solved it. Oh, that will up our listeners,
Yeah. That'll take years for anyone to catch up, though.
Good, better get listening. And if you sign up to we don't have a Patreon anymore, but if you signed up for it, you get it'd be like, sort of play to win games. Yeah, the higher tier of Patreon, the more of an advantage you've got in the game compared to your mates. God, horrible little capitalist that I am. Yeah,
Yes. Always about money.
that's it. That's it. I have none. On that note, should we got on some weird news?
Probably should. Probably should, yeah.
I've talked a lot. What have you got for me?
You always talk a lot. It's
I
fine.
do.
I'll edit it down to 5 words. I'll
Yeah, that's
summarize.
it. D&D, Jason Buck, Marrow. Intimidation.
I'm trying to think how to follow that now. All right. Uh, okay. So this is from thedailydot.com.
Dailydot.com.
Yeah. I think I'll very briefly summarize this because it just made me laugh. And well, yeah. So the headline is This church introduced a hot priest. The
Ah,
comments were so thirsty they had to turn them off.
I'm aware of this one,
Um,
but I start like as soon as that first line is uttered, just how thirsty people are on the internet. I I guessed where it was going.
yeah, I mean, he's a handsome fella, and yeah, he did a little introduction video.
Did he give it the blue
Um,
steel?
apparently it's been taken down. Um, I'm just trying to see. There's some screenshots of some of the comments. So some call him father, some call him daddy, or lead me not into temptation, father, unless you're free Friday. Praying hands. One of my favorite. I'm Muslim, but Jesus Christ.
That's brilliant.
Oh, I've just seen another one. On my knees, father.
Oh dear.
Is there any others?
That is
I thought there
such
was
a
one.
2025 thing, like historically you've got like the Great Schism, you've got like churches arguing over Eucharistic tradition. 2025, thirsting for the priest.
Yeah, I mean the last one I'll mention just says he told me to come, I did.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I mean, someone's got a nice priest.
I guess so. I guess so. Um, so yeah, I've got one from the great news source Lad Bible. A woman who is a real life vampire reveals what shocking food she eats.
Okay, so it's obviously not the obvious.
Well, we'll see. Helen Schweizer, better known as Vampire Helly, certainly looks the part as she sports sharp fangs, gothic style shirts, and a cloak on a daily basis. Although the blood drinking immortal creatures who kip in coffins and avoid sunlight like the plague are mythical, the 29-year-old still fancies herself as something of a modern day Dracula. She doesn't subscribe to the stereotypical version of the vampire, though, and she promises she won't stick her teeth into your neck at any given opportunity, and apparently she loves to scran down some garlic. See, with Lad Bible, you get words like that. You wouldn't see like the Telegraph using the term scran down. It's good. It speaks to me. She has documented her life, a lot in her life, as one of the undead on social media, seeing her rack up more than 47,000 followers on TikTok. Right, in the interest of views, you got to become a vampire, Craig. Um, in one of her videos, she detailed what she means when she describes her real life vampire. I'm literally a vampire, Helly from the US state of Ohio said. And while I do love to wear the fangs that make up the costume, that's not exactly what being a real living vampire is all about. For me, I feed off energy. That's Colin Robinson.
Oh no.
The content creator said, I mean, as a TikTok content creator, they probably do feed off energy. I mean, literally.
Mm,
Before emphasizing that this doesn't mean she's one of those people who sucks all the energy out of the room. But energy is everywhere in every living thing, and there's ambient energy, which is great, and you can take that. According to energy education, the term ambient energy refers to nature's energy that never gets harnessed by people, such as thermal energy in the Earth's atmosphere. To Helly, it's also somewhat means the vibes which people radiate. But you cannot just take someone else's energy. You need consent. It's an ethical vampire.
hmm.
It's a band name. Helly continued in her clip. Consent is beautiful, so deep energy feedings always need consent. But why do we need energy? Basically, in a spiritual sense, I don't have enough energy on my own. So I need a little help from my friends, and I'm not alone. There's a community of people all around the world, of people just like me, who need to do a little more energy work. Um, so yeah, it goes on. They could be custodians, they could be baristas, lawyers. In my case, I make vampire content, so I'm a vampfluencer, as they
Oh
say.
dear.
According to Helly, she is a real life vampire rather than an average person because of the fact she doesn't naturally have her own energy, so must take it from another living being. We as vampires don't have our own and become drained when we don't feed. We're called vampires who suck energy out of a person and put it into ourselves through meditation practices. For example, I might feel drained and a friend might have had too much energy. She'll ask if I can take some, and it's a win-win for everyone. Um, while she said that she isn't the kind that feeds on humans, she admits that other people who identify as bloodsuckers do enjoy drinking the red stuff. Instead, she satisfies the craving she has for a vampish snack by chowing down on bloody sausages whenever she gets a hankering. A lot of people ask me if I eat people or suck on people's blood. I don't. I do eat blood sausage quite a bit, though. Apparently, she turned her child interest into vampires into a career after finding her crowd on social media, saying people love her dressing up. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. While she also managed to hold down a job at a bookshop, which I'm assuming is open in the day and not at night, while enjoying hobbies such as working out, reading, and writing. But when night falls, her vampire side really comes out to play. So there you go. That is, well, 2025 vampires, I guess.
Love it. I mean, I'm not against blood sausage myself. Had some yesterday.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. But have you topped up on your energy?
No, I haven't. Have you
I thought
got
you.
any?
I thought
I'm
you were.
always short.
I thought you were draining it from me as we spoke.
Always.
Oh. Got anything else?
I could do something else. There's a couple of things I could do because they're fairly brief, I think. So I've got one from Cornwall Live. They pop up on my feed a lot at the moment. Kayakers have to rescue swimmers after dolphin basically drowned woman.
Oh, I know of this one. This around my neck of the woods.
It is. It is. It's Kayakers claim they were forced to rescue swimmers when Reggie the bottlenose dolphin started to, quotations, basically drown two women. Reggie went viral when he joined swimmers for an early morning dip earlier this month after becoming a frequent sight in Lyme Bay in Dorset.
Heard of that place.
He arrived. I was waiting for the in Dorset joke again, but all right.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm above those things.
It's a dad joke, to be fair. So yeah, he arrived in February and has since suffered an injury, believed to have been caused by a boat propeller. And yes, there's this incident where Reese Patterson, 32, said he was forced to intervene along with another boater after the dolphin began jumping on top of a woman swimming off the beach in Lyme Regis. He was pushing her head repeatedly under the water. Footage shows the swimmer saying, "It scared me to death. Oh my goodness," before being pushed under the waves on Thursday, the 14th of August, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grim.
Yeah. Says, yeah, Reese, a development director from Lyme Regis, said the filmed incident was not the only confrontation, and the dolphin appeared to be targeting women in wetsuits. It's quite niche.
Is this dolphin gonna like top up on that new series of Dexter?
Yeah, it just says that they saved two swimmers that were they were in fairly deep water, and the dolphins just kept jumping on them, as if it was trying to jump on them. I don't think he was jumping on them, Andy.
I've got a feeling you're right.
Because they are renowned. People think, oh, let's go swim with the dolphins. No, they like to do some pretty randy shit.
Yeah, I mean, there was that experiment. I mean, this is pretty grim, but they had this woman like living in a house with dolphins. Have you heard of that one?
I feel like I've heard it from you for some reason, but I don't know if it's on the
Possibly.
show.
I may have mentioned it on the show, but yeah, essentially, this woman was living in a house with it was like a house sort of with a pool, like the bottom bit of the house was flooded. So she had like a room like upstairs that she could like use as an office and a bit of like her own time and everything. But then downstairs, it was like this basically converted pool thing, and like even her bed was like just about raised above the water, so she could stay with them. This whole idea of like how humans and dolphins interact and like how they gel as a society almost. And I think there was a few people involved, but there was one dolphin that's and it's really sad. This dolphin kind of saw her as a mate, and I mean, without going into gory detail, she did essentially get this dolphin off because he didn't have a mate and he was getting frustrated and kind of getting aggressive like that. And so she would give him relief. As part of it, it was all part of the experiment, I guess. But eventually, the funding got pulled. She had to go. I can't remember, and the dolphin got taken to an aquarium somewhere, like a sea park, and it pined for it. It broke its heart, and it committed suicide.
Wow.
For a dolphin to drown, because of how they're set up, how their body works, they have to make a conscious decision to go down and not breathe. They can act, and it basically killed itself. And I mean, when do you see that in the animal kingdom?
Mm.
It's nuts. So yeah, they are incredibly complex creatures, and especially when it comes to that. Um, but yeah, long story short, I agree with you. I think there is a good chance that is the case. But yeah, because that whole thing about the swimmers and like, the authorities are like, please don't swim with the dolphin there. It's injured and we don't want it to be too familiar with humans. And also, like, they're quite big and you're in the water. Like, it has the advantage.
Yep. You're in his territory.
Um, yeah, that's, I mean, I'm a little way down the coast from that, but I'll keep half an eye out when I'm swimming. I mean, I'm probably safe unless I'm wearing my swimming costume, I guess.
Yes. As long as you don't wear a wetsuit, apparently you're fine.
I'm going to move us on now to. I've got time for one more.
Yeah.
Um,
We
I
could
will
do
move
one more.
us. I will move us on now to from vampires and Randy Dolphins, I guess, to
There's the
witches.
headline.
To witches.
Wow.
And this,
Vampires, Randy Dolphins, and witches. We
I
got
think
it
it
all
should be.
today.
Yeah, vampires. Yeah, I think it should be witches, vampires, and Randy Dolphins, maybe. Um,
It's my stripper name, Randy Dolphin.
Randy Dolphin. I like it. I like it. It's that's good. It's good. I'd throw you a quid. Um, so this one is from Bad Lidl, and no, it's this one's actually from the Mirror.
Heard of that?
Woman, woman convinced she's cursed after strange item makes its way back to her. Um, a woman was left gobsmacked after a creepy parcel she and her daughter sold made its way back to them, with some saying she should stop trying to get rid of it. It's like that doll
Mm.
we covered in the Creepy Dolls one.
Oh, the
Um,
Elsa doll.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
When you sell something
Oh.
on Vinted, the last thing you expect is its way to make its way back to your door. That's exactly what happened to the one woman when her daughter sold a creepy piece of artwork, and she was freaked out when it was delivered back to her, despite the fact the buyer had accepted it and given good feedback. Sarah, who posts on TikTok as Sarah and her friends, shared that her daughter had recently started a Vinted account. She sold a creepy picture of an embroidered horse, which has got writing on the back, which she originally bought in a charity shop because she loves horses. So she
Mm.
sent this parcel, and we had to wrap it up really good. The person on Vinted has accepted it. The money's gone through, yeah, but we get the parcel back. Sarah shared. She claimed the weirder thing is that it's got my address on the front, right? But it didn't get delivered to my address. It got delivered to my ex-mother-in-law's house, and then she brought it round to my house. What the helly? Misprint, I imagine. Mistype. But yeah, she said, has this thing happened to anyone else? But the person we sent it to had given us good feedback saying they'd received it. Sarah explained there was no way the buyer could have received the parcel because it was with her as she filmed the video. She then said that she was just going to 100% check it was the same parcel, but she joked she'd be shocked if it was anything else because that's exactly how she'd packaged it up for her daughter, as she's a good vintage seller, in quotation marks. This is 100% exactly what I packaged. It hasn't even been tampered with. She read the writing on the back saying Sarah McElliott, age 14 years, 1981. So it seems that the embroidered horse had been done by a teenager years ago. Now I think we can't get rid of this. It keeps coming back to us even though we sold it. Sarah admitted that she was freaked out by the scenario, but offered a rational explanation, writing, I think the person has clicked accept on the wrong listing and completed feedback. Simple as that. Why give that away? It's a cooler story if you didn't. Sarah asked why it would have gone back to her ex-mother-in-law's house, though. You should ask the buyer if he received it and maybe ask him to send you a picture of it just to clarify he has it. Just a wild thought, someone said. Another more spiritual person wrote, this is a haunted picture. They exist. There is a spirit connected to this picture and it wants to stay with you. I wouldn't disrespect it and keep it. Another TikTok user shared a similar creepy experience, saying this happened to us when we got our car MOT'd. Then in the glove box, we found a small wooden clog like souvenir. We were freaked out, so one day we pulled over and threw it out of the car, nowhere near our house. Searched the car, and there was no other clog. A few months later, we found the same wooden clog we threw out in the glove box once more. We never owned this clog. It came back. Safe to say the car was then sold. Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, it's that is weird that he went to her mother-in-law's house.
It is a bit weird, yeah.
I'm a bit annoyed. I can't be bothered to look at the TikTok video of it, but yeah, I'm kind of intrigued by what the creepy horse looks like, I guess. But yeah, I told you, didn't I? One day, my mum, like, and I'm guessing it was one of her friends or something, thought she might like it, but my mum found this like really weird sort of Japanese statue on her doorstep one day, and she like took it in, put it in the house, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you're not supposed to do, mum. Like, you know, I mean, my
That's what I
younger
would do.
my younger brother did start levitating, but yeah, I don't know if that's connected. Um, but yeah, anything else to talk about, or shall we wrap it up there?
I think we should probably wrap this one up.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, as always. And if you don't already, you can find us on socials at Wyrd Wessex, except for Instagram, which is at Wyrd_Wessex. Let's make a good point of that. And at our website, which is it .co or .uk or it's wyrdwessex.co.uk. Thanks very much for tuning in. I've been Andy.
I've been Craig.
So you have. And until next time,
Don't blame the owls.
don't blame the owls.